She didn't want to come on.
I'm just going to look at them for a while. Hey folks, Spike Cohen and Matt Wright here. We are traversing. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm traversing the money.
Good morning, good afternoon,
and good evening. Welcome to the Vanguard. For Matt, Goyam, Jackson, Wright, I am Spike Cohen, and you are joining us as we are traversing the muddy waters of freedom. Matt?
That's right. Now, if you are watching this on whatever platform it is, please be sure to like, comment, share, and hit the bell if there's a bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell because we want your phones to just absolutely explode from all of the notifications anytime that we go live, because that is how your phone shows that it loves you.
Yep. That's how you show you love us.
It's how we prove to social media that we're going to continue to keep them alive.
Well, first and foremost, allow me to thank Zephyr Hills Water for this delicious Floridian, I'm not trash water that I am drinking on this episode. This very real and legitimate.
This is a very
non-filler episode of the muddied waters of freedom.
Very real episode, and let me thank superfan Sarah Anderegg for the water that I am going to be drinking right from her Mom Life mug that she purchased here at the Florida Libertarian Convention.
So this came from defythepower.com, where you can purchase mugs that
similar to this one.
Similar. There are a bunch of them.
You may not want one that says Mom Life.
I mean, you might. If you're a mom, you might want one.
Why do you have a look on your face?
They do political and non-political.
They do political
there's
and
lots
non-political.
of yeah.
Like this political mom
this
life.
Very political.
This very extremely political mom life.
You can see that this is a political
statement.
Oh my goodness.
This is. Yes.
She also paid $4 for the water that's in this. So. This is tasty, tasty water that I am drinking.
Where'd you get the water? This episode is brought to you by the Libertarian Party Waffle House Caucus.
That's right.
The fastest growing Waffle House-related caucus in the Libertarian Party. This is hard to do when you're not looking at the thing.
Right. This episode is also brought to you by the Gravy King.
The Gravy King.
The Gravy King.
The Gravy King.
The Gravy King. It's also brought to you by the most aptly named company to ever sponsor this podcast, Mudwater.
Mudwater.
If you are thinking about making the switch from coffee to something that has 1/7 of the caffeine, and you really like the taste of
mushrooms,
a hobo's foot, but if you add honey, it tastes so much better.
It's not bad.
No, if you add some honey, it's very passable.
With a little honey.
Yeah, it's good.
If you want to have something to put some honey on so that you can stomach it, and it has mushrooms in it, which is good for your brain, muddywatersmedia.com/mud. And yes, I do drink it, and yes, I think it's delicious with enough things added to it.
Yeah, I think it's delicious with enough.
This episode is also brought to you by Jack Casey, libertarian author Jack Casey, who has written the books in golden,
the royal green,
and the royal green,
and silver,
throne.
Yes. He's written these books. We haven't read them.
I will not read them.
No.
But you should.
You should. And you should tell us if they are good. Because
I'm still not going to read them.
Right. And we have very good reasoning on why we won't read them. If we read them and they're awful, we feel bad for peddling them to you.
Yeah. And if we read them and they're good, now we feel bad for roasting Jack every week.
Every week.
Like actually multiple times a week, because we advertise them on all the shows.
All the shows.
Yeah.
So we're never going to read them. And Joe Solosky.
Joe Solosky is running for governor of Pennsylvania. Joe Solosky is the key to Pennsylvania's success. And folks, if you want to help him in his run for governor, you can go to Joe Solosky, that's JoeSoloski.com. Matt?
And Jonathan Reels is not yet a real candidate.
Nope.
But if you go to jonathan.cash,
you can help him because the
You made a
FEC,
face and I was
the
like,
FEC, yeah, no, I think it's that. The
I think
FEC, we're pretty sure it's jonathan.cash.
you might
The
want to
FEC,
check.
just check.
Don't
just
just
check.
Make sure it's his before you go to that website and just start
Just check.
giving it money.
Just check it. Just check it. And until he raises $5,000, the federal government does not believe he exists. Well, folks, we think that that's garbage. He obviously exists. We both met him.
Yes,
And so therefore, give him money. Jonathan.cash.
Jonathan.cash.
Thank you. Cumberland Cannabis. Folks, if you, I was trying to remember the last
I
one.
was like, there's one more.
If you woke up this morning and said, my God, I need CBD oil and or other products like gummies. Folks, great news. Matt?
All you have to do is go to cumberlandcannabisco.com and you can purchase real, legal Tennessee CBD that can kickstart or not kickstart your
Or
morning.
kick end your morning.
Kick in your morning.
If you get the right one.
That's right. Kick in your morning. Or it can really, really, at the end of the day, it's a nice little
It's a
nightcap.
nice little pick-me-down. So you go to cumberlandcannabisco.com. You too can eat weed.
That's right.
You can eat the weed. You can eat some of that weed.
Eat some of that weed.
Yum, yum. Weed.
Now, many of you are probably thinking, this is weird. You guys are doing this on a Saturday at 5:40. And yeah, we're a little late.
At what looks like, yeah, we're really late.
It's par for us.
From Tuesday. Yeah, no, we got here. And you're probably wondering, hey, you guys don't seem to be separated by a tiny black line. And you also don't seem to not be at a hotel lobby.
Well, if you are thinking that, yes, we are together in the same room.
Yes, we are actually, the line is gone.
We can
just,
trade. The bromance is not just on the internet; it is in real life too.
it's the line is gone now. We can actually be together now.
God, our hands are like the same size.
Yeah,
it's
really weird.
Special shout out to superfan Sarah Anderegg.
Who is somehow able to squat for like 30 minutes.
If you need yoga teaching,
My nails would be, my knees would just like that after. This is incredible.
if
She's
you need a yoga teacher and are willing to spend big bucks,
big money.
big money, message me directly and I will give you that price list.
This is great. She's actually holding herself up by her elbows.
It's unbelievable.
This is an old Jewish squatting technique.
But you'd be shocked to know that the show used to always air on Saturdays, and sometimes it would be at this time.
In Florida, in person,
In person.
with a semi.
Right. All of that is true.
All of those things are true. So we're really going back to our roots.
Right. This is like a callback to what it used to be.
This is our roots.
Right.
This is our roots.
Right. The roots that you had to cut off so it wouldn't encroach on your neighbor's property.
Enough of your Zionism jokes.
Sorry.
So, Matt,
So we have really big news.
big news, everyone.
Since this is now officially, because we said all the sponsors.
Well, we have some other big news. This is big news. We have a special guest, Anthony Samaroff. Anthony Samaroff, noted Scotsman.
No.
I'm mostly noted for being a Scotsman. I'm riding on the Scottish freedom. Get in my belly. That's what most people.
Was he Scottish?
Fat bastard.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought you
right.
were going Braveheart.
Well, I mean, I did both. That's how cheap I am. I'm willing to rake the bottom of stereotypes just to get a laugh.
Well, you've
Sad.
done that here, and we
Sad.
appreciate that. Thank
I'm
you.
willing
Yeah,
to sell
we've
it
never
to
done
that
that on our show.
We don't do Jewish humor constantly.
No,
We don't
We're
brag on
Gentile.
our
By the
camp.
way, L'chaim.
L'chaim, everybody.
What is this for?
So this is mostly a roast of our camera Jew.
Camera
And we are,
Jew. We have a camera Jew.
we have a camera Jew.
Excellent.
She's apparently a tripod.
Manishma.
Which is weird because she cut that.
So, folks, big news that we have.
Big news.
Anthony, I'm glad you're here because we want to let people know that starting this Sunday at 3 p.m. is the first, that's tomorrow, tomorrow being Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern and Standard and Daylight time, Eastern, we are doing the very first, or not we, but the first ever episode of Cajun and Eskimo from the Bayou to the Igloo, where Cajun Libertarian and Eskimo Libertarian are
How'd you
going
get
to...
away with this shit?
No, they're an actual Cajun and Eskimo.
Yeah.
No, she's like a legit Eskimo.
She is a legit Eskimo, and he's a legit Cajun.
How'd you get away with the un-PC shit?
The what?
The stuff that's not politically correct.
Oh, our facts don't care about anyone's feelings.
Right.
That's what we did.
Well, do you know what? Scottish people are well known for being tight-fisted, and so are Jews, so that means I'm fucked.
Unity. Unity.
But check out the Eskimo Cajun thing too. That's instantly better.
That's right. That's going to be airing here on Muddy Waters tomorrow at 3-ish in proper muddy time.
Proper muddy time.
3-ish.
3 p.m.
What could
Eastern
possibly
muddy
go
time.
wrong?
Oh, I'll tell you later. A lot can go wrong.
Yeah.
Other big, huge, fantastic news. Now you're probably thinking, this is the... Well, no, what could they have also been doing?
What could be bigger than Cajun and Eskimo having a show?
Oh, let me tell you. So this is our, as you may have noticed, our 199th episode. And you're probably thinking, hey, that means that you're about to have your 200th episode
That's right.
conveniently when you're both in Florida. Now, there's no possible way that you two are going to do something big for that fact. Huh, Matt?
You know, there is a chance that we will do something. We're just going to do
Yeah, we're
something
going to
big.
do
Yeah, we're going to go big.
We're going big.
We're going big.
You've
Because
got
we're
a
gonna-
great idea. They're going to skip right to episode 201.
Yes.
Forget all about episode 200.
We don't need, that wasn't a real episode 200.
No, like
So-
many episodes that we have skipped over in the past. As I went through and I was
There's a lot of episodes I wish I'd skipped over.
Well, we have 199 of them.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, same normal muddy place and normal muddy time at 8
It
ish.
will actually start closer to on time.
Yeah,
because
'cause-
it's going to be streaming from my house.
We're gonna be on Goyim time, 8 p.m. Goyim time, on Eastern Goyim, Eastern Goyim time. We are going to have the 200 with TH episode of the Muddy Waters of Freedom, and you're unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable.
Believable? No. And so you're probably thinking, there's no way you could top that. There isn't even possibly something like, oh, I don't know, a merchandise auction that you guys could do. Matt, is that true?
You know, I can understand why they would think that, but no, not only are we going to be giving away one gift bag that's going to be having autographed pictures of Spike and myself, as well as clothing.
A signed copy of Universal Basic Income For and Against by Anthony Samaroff.
Oh, it's in the gift bag.
It's in the gift
A
bag.
signed copy of Universal Basic Income For and Against by Anthony Samaroff,
That guy.
signed in Scottish.
Signed in Scottish.
Said in Scottish.
I'm going to sign it in Scottish.
Not only will we be giving away very, thank you so much, very outdated T-shirts that you can't buy anymore anywhere that will be autographed by me and Spike.
Yes. They usually call that a collector's item, not outdated.
Outdated, retro,
Retro.
retro. It's a
Retro
retro
presents.
shirt. Yeah, it's a retro shirt that will be only delivered in medium. Just so you know,
That's all we have.
that's all we have.
That's all we have.
That's all we got.
So we hope you're a medium.
We
Or
also
a medium.
we will also for one lucky. So we're going to be giving away two different baskets. One of them is going to have everything that we've said. And the other one is going to have a shirt that has a cow on it.
Medium. Medium. Medium up.
The other one is a suckle on the teat of freedom shirt that is no longer wanted by superfan Sarah Anderegg.
Are we telling them?
Her sweat's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That
Don't touch yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Hold it back.
This is a Farm Jew exclusive
yes.
that we are selling.
She will be autographing that as well as Spike and myself.
Worn by the Hasidic agricultural Yehud herself. Sarah Anderegg.
Sarah Anderegg. So be sure to tune in on Tuesday for the 200th.
Don't let us put you off. Instead, tune in to the 200th episode
of the Muddy Waters
of the Muddy Waters of
on
Freedom.
Tuesday at 8 p.m. ish. It'll probably actually be right at 8.
Do we have any comments?
I don't see any.
I don't think you can see them in there.
No one can comment on this. This transcends
It's-
comment.
yeah. There's no commentary that can be added to.
They're just scared that they can't live up to the greatness of this.
Of this
infomercial.
great-
I'm scared and I'm in it.
I'm definitely scared.
I personally feel really bad for all the audio listeners who are going to be listening to this.
Oh, this is going to be a terrible episode. Can you imagine?
But it's also probably going to be the number one listened to one because people are just going to be like,
The
listen to
worse,
this
the
piece of
worse
shit.
our episodes are, the more listeners they get, which is a provides an incentive for us to make terrible content that you keep listening to. So thank you for that.
Right, that's how Sean Hannity got popular.
Whoa.
With his belt, just smack the kids. Yeah, that's good. He did that. He did that live on the air. That's
He smacked kids.
He said that they should smack kids with belts. Apparently, you're allowed to say that on network TV. Lord knows why.
Smack kids with belts. Are we rich now? Are
No,
we gonna?
I hope.
Oh,
I hope because
Right.
YouTube and
And
Facebook
these
just
two
can't do
are
that.
on Tuesday. These two are going to finally solve the mystery of whether hitting your children is or is not against the NAP. They promised to finally settle that one.
Demonstrable.
That's it. That's why you should tune in. They're going to finally settle the age.
Once and for all.
Oh my god.
Weird.
Peaceful parenters, BTFO'd.
You know the answer.
Oh, thank you for that, Anthony. That's so fun to
So, hey, so thanks so much for
yes.
being a part of Muddy Waters Media, especially after this. Please don't leave us. And come join us on Tuesday. We're going to be auctioning that
Emphasis
stuff
on the come.
off. Yeah.
All right, my legs are numb, guys. Let's
That's what she said. So we
That's what you get
So
for
that's-
inviting me on your show.
No, I knew it when I did. So, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to see you this tomorrow at 3 p.m. for Cajun and Eskimo.
Bye.
That's
I
just
used
the
it.
foreplay. The real event
Is Tuesday.
Is
On Tuesday, the 200th episode of the Muddy Waters of Freedom. And we'll see you right then, tomorrow and on Tuesday. And where we're going,
We don't need roads.